Hey everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the Alert Center. Happy New Year! 2025 has rolled in, and let me tell you, it is going to feature some big time change. We're going to try to pack a lot of winter in a short amount of time, and then it's going to extend out. But I'm just talking about this first big push of the 7 to 10 days. It's going to get cold, it's going to get snowy, it's going to get wintry, period. First things first, let's talk about what's happening right now. That right there is the way it is right now outside. Temperatures are above freezing. You've got 35, 36, 37. Looks like Elizabethtown is the coldest spot on the map at 31 degrees. We factor in the winds, and yeah, there's a little wind chill out there. It's got a little bite to it, pushes us back down into the 20s. Snow showers have been showing up in eastern portions of Kentucky for a while now, and they're going to continue. And even around here in Lexington, even though you're not seeing anything on radar, you're going to see a few flakes. A lot of what's up the road will try to drop down. But this is the more significant activity, and it's not that it's bad, it's just active, more active than other areas. Let's talk about the next week in winter weather. First, today, New Year's Day, snow showers, snow flurries. A light snowfall likely Thursday night, probably more into Friday. That one could put a light accumulation down. Then a winter storm arrives late Sunday into Monday. Okay, now that is the one that's catching all the attention here on Facebook, on X, on YouTube. People are talking about it out there as well. And have been talking about it for a while. Well, it's coming together. Snow and wintry mix depending on the low track. Let's look at this. So first, we get through the rest of the day with a few more snow showers. That's what we're tracking out there. Temperatures stay chilly. You get a few more snow showers into the early part of your Thursday, not a big deal. We head on into Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. We got 30s and 40s. But then you got this next round of moisture. Now, it's not impressive. It blows in here. It's a quick hitter, and it could be a little intense. And that's what could lead us to a very light end accumulation. That's your first round of snow. I think a coating to an inch, maybe. It's kind of like what we've had here the past few times, just a little bit, a limited amount of snow. This is for Thursday night and Friday. Here's your setup for the weekend storm. Let's go Sunday, Monday, so it's late weekend, early next week. What the battle zone means is we have all types of wintry weather on the table. We will likely run through some snow. We'll get some rain. We'll get some freezing rain. We'll get some sleet. All types of wintry weather possible, and that's over a big chunk of Kentucky. Now, let's look at, and this just updated on me, so the low is going to be off from where the center of circulation is, but this GFS just updated. So let's watch where it goes. Okay, now again, that little circle there right around Memphis, that's where the low should be. Again, I have to automatically, or that automatically updates. I have to plot the low to follow along. Anyway, watch the center of circulation over Memphis. Rain and snow, freezing rain, and all right now on top of Kentucky. This is Sunday night, 8 p.m. Well, this is trying to drive in a little more of that bubble of warmth, which means more rain to the south and even more freezing rain for us. So as it works through time and passes, you're going to get that threat. But then you get the solid wall of snow on the backside of it as it pulls away. And that's snowing all the way up until 10, 11 o'clock at night there on Monday and even into the very early morning hours on Tuesday. See, it's still lingering out east. European is not going to go wonky on me. I'm going to get a full updated, or I'm going to get the old update on it. This is 11 a.m. on Sunday. Now, it's already snowing. See, this is a little bit quicker, and it has been with our resolutions. So it's coming in a little quicker to bring in the snow. It also gives us a period of freezing rain and sleet as it tracks right through Tennessee over into eastern portions of Kentucky. It takes a little bit of a northeast turn right there, and that would give us another little shot of some rain perhaps, and then the freezing rain line is still out there. Snow wraps in behind it. We end up with some snow on the ground on top of that ice. Notice this doesn't linger as long as the other model did. I'm running up basically the same amount of time, and you don't see that holding steady. All right, here's what we've got. This is a fresh run of the GFS, delivering a wallop of snow from Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and into parts of Kentucky as well, and those high elevations of West Virginia. That's a lot. Okay, again, it's too early to give you a number, but the reason I keep showing you this is because I want you to see the swath and the inconsistencies with those, because they've changed a lot. Now, I'll tell you one thing, over the past 9-10 runs, they've been very close, very consistent. Now, that's me thinking, this far out, that's trying to nail it down, but it's still this far out. So that right there would be a quick change from a lot to not. Still enough to make it very tricky, and going back to school for a lot of these districts, very tough next week. The European, very close to that same look. Heavier swath, but it goes from something to near nothing in a hurry. But both, as I bounce back and forth here, both have northern and central Kentucky in the crosshairs for some of the heaviest snow. But again, there could also be a decent amount of pure ice. And what I mean by that is, an icing of it, not sleet. I'm talking about pure ice, like a layer of it, freezing rain. That is the one we don't want. There's also some rain that comes into play too, and that could cut back on some of those totals. So here we sit. Here we sit. It's New Year's Day, and I'm talking about a system for Sunday and Monday. The only time I ever really start to dive in is when I have to, when there's a lot of hype out there about these systems. So we're talking about it to try to take down the hype or increase it, whatever the case may be. And when I see something consistent in the long range, when you've got all these different runs that are just within miles of one another, I feel my confidence is up. So let me speak on confidence. My confidence on ridiculous cold after all of this is high. Is it earth-shattering? Nothing we haven't seen before. There may be some record territory in some cases, I imagine, across parts of the country. Is it a lot of snow? Yeah, it has that potential to be. But I'm not confident in that yet. See, I'm not confident on numbers. I'm not confident on the swath, even though it's consistent, making me feel a little bit better. But I'm going to need to see it more and more. This system hasn't even formed in the U.S. yet, okay? We're still waiting for the wave to roll out of the Pacific and then make its way through the mountains and then come. So we've got time. So where does it end up? When we get closer to that initialization, that's when I'll feel better. So confidence low on totals, confidence low on ice totals, confidence on a big system, pretty elevated, and cold, pretty high. So if they all work together, if it's cold enough, quick enough, big time, you're looking at a big snow event. If the system goes too far to the north, you've got a little bit of everything. It's all about positioning. Every time we get to this part of the year, well, you always hear us say, 50 miles makes a big difference. It does. And when we say that, we're talking about that low. Where does it travel? We will be back on television in about 10 minutes for WKYT News at noon. You can find all kinds of updates on WKYT.com and on our news and weather apps. You can find all that information. If you're looking at your app and you're already seeing, I've already had this question several times, if you're looking at your different weather app and it's showing 8 to 10 inches, not yet. Not yet. That's some generated stuff that's automated from one particular model run. And you just can't do that. And I know even our own app does that with some general forecast information. But look for these graphics, look for what we've got to say, and then you'll find the right way, okay? I appreciate y'all hanging out with me here briefly on this New Year's Day. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We're going to try to be on the air at 12 o'clock. I did mention that there's a chance we are in special report from CBS. So we'll wait and see what's going on over there as well. But get ready, guys. It's just a very interesting stretch here. See y'all. And again, Happy New Year.